Hey guys, welcome back to another JC Tennis video. So today we're going to do some predictions and best bets on the two men's semifinal matches for Toronto that are going to be played later tonight. So we have Zverev, Khachanov, and then Shelton, Fritz. I have the game spread, the total line, and then the over-under here shown for you guys. So there's a lot to get to for these two matchups. I've been thinking and looking into them today, and I'll give you guys all sorts of numbers and stats in this video. I got some stuff pulled up for you guys. So Zverev, Khachanov, obviously both these players have been around the tour for a while. They've been top players for many years, so they have had their fair share of encounters. The head-to-head is 5-2 Zverev. He's up 4-2 on hard courts. They only played once on clay, which Zverev won. So 4-2 on hard court. And then if you notice these last five results, they're all very one-sided. With the two one-sided results with Khachanov there, and then the last three, which have been all on outdoor hard court, Zverev has had his way with Khachanov. These span a few years. 2021, this was before Zverev's injury, and then 2024 was post. And that was a time where Khachanov wasn't really playing his best. So it feels like, obviously the Olympic final, they were both playing really well, and Zverev was able to cruise through that one. But a lot of these matchups, one guy was way off, or the other guy was way off. It hasn't been too competitive on hard court really since their first encounter all the way back in 2016, 9 years ago. So I think if you're really into trends, what you would do off these last three results would be to take Zverev and the under. I think the under could be a good move, but my actual pick for the match will probably counteract that. But if you're just looking at those last five, it's easy to think whoever's timing the ball better and playing better on the night might just cruise, and that's just the way their matchup goes. But if I had to pick a side, I would be on the Khachanov side of everything. I think I would take him to win a set. I'd take the game spread. But I think the one that's worth the value the most, I think Khachanov at plus 190 is worth the value. He's had a sneaky good 2025. He's winning a lot of matches. He's playing really well. And I think he can neutralize Zverev really well. And it's not just that. And we have some more advanced statistics here for you guys. And this is on a really cool website. But so Zverev in this spot as the moderate favorite because he is minus 230, so he would be right in here. He's not worth his value. He's 3 of 6, and this is all from this year for the most part, where this data is taken from. So he's not worth his value in this spot. But on the other hand, and this is why this one's tough, Khachanov as a underdog, and he's in this moderate underdog, but just as an underdog in general, look at that. 0 for 5 there, 1 for 3 there, 0 for 1 there. So it's two guys in spots where they're not at their best. Khachanov's been playing well better as a favorite. So I think it's a tough one to really lean strongly one way or the other. But I do think Khachanov at the price with how well he's playing. And I think part of it is I don't trust Zverev. I think he's just had a really not great 2025 since the Australian Open final. I think he's done well to get to this point, and I think he has to prove something to win this match. I think it would be a surprise to me to see him make a Masters final at this point with how his year has gone. So that's why I just think Khachanov at the underdog price playing so well. It was a clinical win over Mickelson in the quarterfinal. But that's where I'd lean. And I think that under trend definitely matters with those last 5 matches having the score lines that they have. They would all be well under 23, which is what you see the under at there. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on that match. I don't think I have a crazy locked in play or crazy lean one way or the other. It's definitely it's a match we'll learn a lot from, I think. And then the match that's going to be played after that is Shelton Fritz. And I don't have their head-to-head pulled up, but I know it's Fritz 1-0. So they don't have too much history against each other. Ben played really well, was able to beat Demonor. Fritz got a good win against Rublev. Two very solid, pretty straightforward wins. So we can jump into these same kind of metrics for these guys. And what you'll see, Shelton so what's he at? Shelton's plus 145, so he would be in this toss-up category. He does well there, winning half the time. But I think the one that matters a little bit more, and again, I was looking at this earlier, Fritz, he is in this moderate favorite category. He's 8-1 this year, so he performs really well in this moderate favorite spot. So I would think about that when betting this match. I think, and again, so I made a video yesterday on the two matches. I was right on Fritz and wrong on Shelton. And I'm going in the same direction today. I'm high on Fritz and I'm low on Shelton. I think Shelton's awesome, but I think there's a disparity here in the level of a player. And I know he's on the rise and he's a top 10 player, but I think you're dealing with a true contender in majors versus someone that's more of just a lower top 10, can make quarterfinals, but not truly a threat type of player. And I think the pricing here, Shelton's is priced as high as he'll ever be for a match like this. And I think you have to take Fritz's side with the value you're getting on him. And I think the numbers I'll just show you kind of help see that how good Fritz is. And I think I really think Fritz is the side here. He has a lot to play for. A Masters 1000 title for this guy is like a career-defining achievement. It's not like he's good enough to not care about this type of tournament leading into the U.S. Open. I mean, he's a great competitor. We talk about how great of a competitor Shelton is. Fritz is just as great of a one. He just doesn't show it as openly as Shelton does. And he has the 1-0 head-to-head, so he's had success over him. I just think he's a more polished version of Ben. I think he can be better in rallies and just be more stable out throughout the whole match level-wise. So I really think Fritz is going to beat Shelton tonight. And then I think Khachanov is definitely going to put Zverev on upset watch. I mean, Zverev, it feels like can get beat by anyone. He was on the ropes against Popperin. He didn't really... I mean, they were on serve late in the second set after Zverev lost the first set. So I like Khachanov at his number, and I like Fritz at his number, and that's really what these two picks are about. But that's really all I have for this one, guys. Those are my two picks for these matches tonight. And I'll do another video for the final tomorrow. If I'm rock solid on these two picks, I'm sure you guys will want to hear it. If I'm not rock solid on these, probably won't. So we'll be back with that video tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then.